Hey guys, how's it going? CoreData here. Welcome back to another video. Today we're playing some more cards, and we're taking a look at one of the most popular decks from the newest expansion, and that is Buff's Tempo. So this is Brit US Buffs, and as I mentioned, this is one of the most popular decks from the newest expansion. We just, at time of recording, got access to the World Championship Decklist. They were just released, and this is the most well-represented deck in Worlds this year. So get ready to see this deck a whole lot more from this point moving forward. Also, as you might have gathered, this video has been recorded well ahead of time, so if there's any changes in the metagame or any patch notes or anything like that, I will not see them until most likely New Year's, so I apologize. This video is not scheduled to go out until after Christmas at time of recording. But I did want to talk about this deck because it is one of the big 3-meta threats at the moment, and it is incredibly powerful and quite fun to pilot, I will admit. So what exactly is Buffs? Buffs is a 1-credit infantry. It's a 1-credit 0-op 1-3 that when it gets targeted by an order or deployment effect, it gets +1/+1. So the entire idea of this deck is to land a Buffs early, target it with a bunch of orders, and kill your opponent in one big swing. To accomplish this, we are playing a number of targeted buff cards, as you can imagine. The heart and soul of this deck is Kangaroo Transport. This is what enables this deck more so than any other card in this list. It is a 1k order, give a British infantry, blitz and heavy armor. It counts as a tank. This does several things for the deck. First of all, it gives your buffs blitz and heavy armor, which means that it can immediately move. It can take trades a lot better. It's a lot harder to trade out, and the fact that it counts as a tank means it can move and attack on the same turn. That might not seem like a big deal, but it turns out it is probably the most important thing when it comes to this deck. The difference between infantry and tanks is night and day. Tanks are incredibly powerful. It's an incredibly powerful unit type compared to infantry. And the ability to basically stack buffs on buffs and then just move it to the front line, immediately attack, and then play something like a tactical withdrawal to do it all over again can cause huge health swings on board and is incredibly potent and how you're aiming to win most of your games. On top of that, we are playing pretty much all the best single target buffing cards we have access to in the form of 2 copies of For Freedom, as well as 4 copies of the USS Sullivans. This is one of the cards from the new set, and it is fine. It is primarily in here because it targets, it's a targeted buff, it draws you a card, and it's a slightly more expensive For Freedom. That is all we really care about in this deck, is just density of targeted buffs. For that reason, we're also playing a handful of other slightly weird cards in here, such as Bocage Warfare. Bocage Warfare, when combined with things like Tactical Withdrawal, is very, very powerful, particularly with the bond package we're going to talk about in a moment. Bocage can lead to a lot of damage very, very quickly when played on something with Fury, such as our Valentines or our Frontier Forces. And again, combined with Tactical Withdrawal, can lead to very, very big swings as well. We're also playing 3 copies of Chain Home and a single copy of Formidable. These target, and they are also basically tempo-based removal for this deck. Very, very powerful. The changes to the cost of these is very, very relevant. We are, of course, running a small bond package in the deck as well, with the 4 copies of Valentine, the 2 copies of King's African Rifles, and the RAF Mustang. These basically give us a little bit more flexibility in the mid to late game. These allow us to close out longer, drawn-out control games. Valentine, in particular, is very, very powerful. The majority of our units that we want to be deploying are Brit infantry, so this should have blitz in the majority of cases. But yeah, this deck is a ton of fun. There is a reason it is going to be the most well-represented deck at Worlds. I highly recommend you guys test it out. And also, this video goes up after Christmas, so hopefully everyone had a good Christmas. I appreciate everyone sticking around and watching and interacting with the videos. It's been a huge pleasure making content this year. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and on to some games. Up against Germany? Japan, okay. I didn't recognize the board item. Oh, this is kind of a really good keep though. Turn 1 buffs, turn 2 For Freedom. Technically we can withdraw it immediately if we want. If this was a Kangaroo Transport, we'd be in a much better position, but committing on turn 2 and then turn 3 Rifles, turn 4 Valentine. Yeah, I'm gonna risk it. Soviet Japan. The buffs is now a lot worse on turn 1 because this just gets rushed every time. If they spend their turn 2 playing a rush, do I care? I think it's fine, because if they don't play the rush, I just chain home. I'm gonna force them to have it this turn. If the buffs lives, chain home, ruins their day. If the buffs doesn't live, I just play the Valentine anyway. If Valentine takes a clean trade here. Oh, this is A-okay. Oh, double for freedom's really good. And the kangaroo. Do I commit to this buffs this turn? I don't think I do. I'm just going to make the assumption they're sitting on a second one of these. Or have they got the... Okay, the top decked it this turn. That's fine. We're just playing rifles here anyway. And we just top deck another buff, so it's... We're cooking. We're fine. Yeah. If they push something to the front line, the Valentine comes down, takes 2 trades. Sickle on their own unit to draw. Deal with my 5/6 tank in the front line. A second Type 94 does it, but... Well, now... That doesn't seem great to me. Scotty party. They're just dead, right? So just go Sullivan's and for freedom, and that's just lethal. Easy. So easy. Britain again. It's like I actively avoid watching Twitch on mobile. It's god awful. I love when I open the app and it shows me a bunch of streamers that I'm not following. It's really fun. I like having to actively search for the people I'm following. It's great. Phenomenal UI design. I'm just gonna go for Sullivan's here. We go Land Girls next turn. They're doing a lot of passing. Mustang. For freedom. Kangaroo. This isn't lethal, right? Get in for 6, withdraw, get back in for 7, for 13. They're at 3. Suit like this, I guess. Cromwell. It's just lethal. That's just... they're just very dead. Yeah, like I can just go withdraw, chain home. Yeah. God, crazy when your opponent literally does nothing for 4 turns, huh? Up against Britain again. could be a mirror match. I think this is too good to not keep here. Oh, turn 1 buffs, turn 2 transport bow cage, turn 3 Africa rifles on the Valentine. This is a very, very good curve. If they play a buffs, I just immediately answer it with my own. Getting in for 5 on turn 2. Liberation, okay. Brit France resistance, let's go. Yeah, we'll go, yeah, well... I could go rifles, or I could just go for freedom. No, we'll go rifles. The Valentine is going to be a game-ending threat later. Fusiliers. Dilemma. We get an immediate resistance hit. There's Chain Home. Second resistance hit. They only 3 resistance in my deck, by the way. I love that we hit 2 on top immediately. This is a very good Chain Home, though. Another one. Yeah, I'm probably just gonna 4 freedom Chain Home this. At this point, I don't even care about the op cost. Oh. A little bit of desync. Did I just miss an entire turn? I did. Sick. Thank you, game. Very cool. Go Sullivan's. You could run the German buff decks and get value off rally. Oh, true. That's a fair assessment, honestly. Let me go for radar here. Find another buffs. My ability to hit resistances is unmatched. I could go buffs, kangaroo transport, or I could just chain home. Go buffs. Go transport. Chain home. Cameronians. There's a Mustang. I've drawn all 4 Valentines. Which is very annoying. Vive la Resistance. Second Viva. Home Guard. Garrison. Okay. Kangaroo transport. I will just get the Valentine down here. Convoy. Wave. Convoy Land Girls. Seaforth. Formidable. Formidable is at least good with the Frontier Force. Duress is a good pickup here. 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Don't quite... Not quite lethal. That's because my Valentine does not have Blitz this turn. Fusiliers. Monty. Oh my god. All the healing has come out of their arse right now. Sure. Yeah, alright. Ultra the resistance. Incredible. Let's see. I can formidable this, clear up the 2 honeys. Or I could just play a fresh one and formidable that, leave the heavy arm one in the front line. Again, as long as they don't pull a random high health guard out of their arsehole again, we do have lethal with the Valentine. Never mind, they're really deep in their arsehole right now with all these fucking cards. Swear to God. Oh man. Someday, we'll get there. Yeah, that's the Sherwood one. Alright, I think... Yeah, this should be lethal. Finally! Jesus Christ. Oh. Let's see. There you go. They were fishing hard, they were. They did not fish hard enough. Oh my god. Oh, hell yes. Could be a mirror match. Could it be more Brit Control? There's a lot of Brit Control for some reason at the minute. Honey. I mean, I think I just chain home that, no? Like, Bocage is so crazy. But it's just not credit efficient here. I think I'd rather hold a Bocage for the Valentine turn, because that's so much damage with the Valentine. Yeah, I think it's just chain home. Just pop it, yeah, I agree. Because we're just playing rifles next turn to buff the Valentine, most likely. Land girls. Duress. Yeah. I mean, I could go Sullivan's, but again, it's just really credit inefficient. Just gonna do this. Helping us. Observers is fine, kills the buffs, but I don't really care. Find land girls of our own here. I could go land girls, draw 2. I think I will. I'm gonna play it for no value, but if it sticks, or if they don't have an answer for it, then Bocage just becomes very, very good. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have an extra credit left over to move this, I guess. This becomes what, a 4, 5? I'm always suppressing this. I won't commit to the Bocage line here. I think this is plenty of pressure, as is. Second Cromwell. Naval power off the top. I think I will. You know what? After giving it some consideration, I think I will in fact do that. I could also Sullivan's this. Cycle a card. And the Kangaroo transport for the Frontier Force if I want it. But yeah, this is just Omega. Just Omega lethal. Oh, and the withdrawal. Am I correct in saying this is... So 1... Oh, I'm short. I'm short damage. Oh no, hold on. No, I'm still short.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's fine. Like, we have Bocage, Frontier, plus Kangaroo next turn, so really. we're still fine. ASMR, thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Desert Dust. Takes trade. More Brit France. It's a resistance. The only resistance in the deck, by the way. Or like one of the only resistances immediately on top. I can just draw 2 here. I don't think Frontier Force is lethal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I can clear off the garrisons, but I can't kill them. Second Kaj. Chain Home. Okay, Chain Home should do it. Next turn. Why is there so much Brit control all of a sudden, by the way? What's with the sudden surge of, like, Brit main control? To go for radar. That does not save you. That might. Don't you dare. Okay. Bacage. Bacage. Chain. Why am I like this? Why am I... Oh my god, I'm just making so many stupid mistakes right now. Oh my god, why am I so dumb? I swear to god, I had that. I'm pretty sure that was just lethal, right? God almighty. Oh. Yeah, I figured it was. God, Also, they've played exclusively guards this game. That's my own Monty. Buffs doesn't do it for me. I could go buffs and get Sullivan's on it. Oh my god. Do I even play... Do I just play the Frontier Force? I think I just play the Frontier Force here. I'm such an idiot. Okay, the Monty wears off. Resistance Council. Observers. If I hit a resistance on top and it pins the Valentine, I am going to be so annoyed. Okay, the Valentine survives. Oh my god. How did I mate? Hope you're doing well. Arming. Shuffles 4 in. Black Prince. They need to pin exactly these two with resistances. They do not. Christ above. I'm just saying, these resistance matches have been nothing but drawn out. Me trying to kill my opponent. They're just like, they're sitting there doing nothing but not dying in the process. It's very annoying. I think the Germany list is more fun. Yeah, most likely. That's usually how it goes. It's usually never... the off-meta stuff is never as good, but it's usually way more fun. Up against Germany. If this is France, we should be favored. I'm going to keep these. Kangaroo transport's very good. Yeah. And again, importantly, grants 2 keywords. So main resistance. Formidable. I could just... No, I'm going to hold the Valentine here. Yeah. The reason that buffs is one of the harder matchups for Sov Britain is because Kangaroo Transport basically blanks Monasteer. And because you run 4 copies of it, you normally have, like... The 2 most important things on the Soviet... or the buffs player's board will have transport on them. Which makes things a lot more difficult for the control player. I am just gonna charge this in, I think. I'm not gonna hold... Yeah, we're just gonna make you have an answer. This gets routed. But, like, it's fine, I think. Yeah. Second liberation. Enjoy the journey to turn 8, sir. Second transport. Go like this. This deck's so dull, yeah. I mean, that's been the case for Germany for the last, like, 3 expansions. They've had very boring but good decks. Arado. You can suppress this if you want. Reich Research, I mean, that also answers it, I guess. I mean, I can kangaroo it, I guess. Is it worth kangarooing? Probably not. I can just Monty here. Of course. Of course it pins the one unit I do not want pinned this turn. Oh. Turn thing is consistent. Winning earlier dead. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not as against the deck as most people. It's very telegraphed, so if you are playing counters to it, you can usually just counter it. I'm just gonna go land grills first here. I can land grills again. Second frontier force. It's gonna look weird again, but it's not the deck, it's how hard you have to tech against it. It just has to play it, yeah. Yeah, I figured this was happening. Or luckily it's gonna see Bretagne plus second front next turn. Henschel. Can we lethal them? I think I need exactly chain home. Sullivan's. The reason I'm doing this is, well, I mean, I'm losing the crossfire regardless, right? Because I can just go here, crossfire, and then trade here. That's if they don't go for the Bretagne. But if they go for the Bretagne, they die to the Frontier Force. Yeah, Bomber the Frontier Force. That's good at least. Resistance, yeah. To buffs. Skip on the swearing. I am not even paying attention. This has to be a triple trade, is the thing. Or it's crossfire and double trade. Because it takes 2, goes on to 7. They can trade the Jagd Bomber and the Henschel. Or or suppression. It's also an option. It turpits me. Okay. Oh my god, dude, the resistance. Of course it hits the one thing I don't want it to hit. Oh my god, that is so unbelievably annoying. Dude, those resistance pings are absolute nonsense. Yeah. I mean, it's one of the most popular decks in the metagame for a reason. God, but those resistance pings, the way... of course it lands on the one thing I don't want it to land on. Salamander. Suppression, yeah. I guess we're going the old-fashioned route of getting me into range of just Bismarck. There's withdrawal. I mean... they can capitulate and then attack. I'm just... yeah, capitulate plus attack. And I'm dead to Bismarck next turn. Okay. We deserved that one after that game. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like I said, this deck is a ton of fun. It is incredibly powerful and has the ability to win a lot of games in the late game through the use of the bond package, as well as just early snowballs from the turn 1 buffs play. This deck is absolutely nuts. I can see maybe this getting changed because it is so much quicker than a lot of the other decks in the format, and it's a lot harder to interact with. So I wouldn't be surprised to see 1 or 2 pieces of this getting nerfed, but you never know. You never know in 1939. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys all had a good Christmas, like I said before, and I'm looking forward to making some more content in the New Year's. But until then, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.